Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone rule well. And citation to the brethren on the four corners of the earth, pushing word, truth, and sincerity. Today's video stems from John the 16th chapter, verses 1 through 3, concerning, guys who are going to think they're doing the Lord's work, but in reality they're not, they're blinded, by their own selfish ambition, selfish greed, whatever you want to call it. Apostle Tahar, he brought this scripture out on his Hebrews 12:9 update yesterday, and it just rung a bell, because this is what's happening now. This is exactly what's happening now. You got guys persecuting the Church of Great Millstone, which is, I believe firmly, which is the church of the elect, and they're thinking that they're doing the work of the Lord, and their methods are clearly of Satan, But you got guys like Yakko Wacko, these Yasser Milwaukee guys, these Israelite try to refine guys, Ishar Amath, IUIC, ISUPK, they all think they're doing the work of the Lord, and in actuality they're not, This is John chapter 16, verse 1. It says, "These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues," right? Kick you out of the churches. "Yea, the time cometh, that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service." So, they're killing us, or they're persecuting us. They will be persecuting us and thinking that they're doing the Lord's work, man, And these things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father, nor me. So they don't know Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, But they think they're doing the work of the Lord of what they perceive, the Lord to be, Their personalized version of the Most High, Through their own selfish and unruly needs, man, The need to be seen, or, in some type of vainglory or anything, Some of these guys, they just think that they're doing the work, They just think that they're doing what's right sincerely, You can be sincerely right, sincerely wrong, But an example of this is Paul, man, in Acts the 7th and 8th chapters, because he was there during the execution of Stephen, and he sincerely thought he was doing the right thing, He sincerely thought he was doing the right thing, but the Lord woke him up from that, and showed him the true way of the Lord, He knew of course, according to Israelite Try to Find, did he know he was an Israelite? Of course he did, but he didn't know the truth, And a lot of these guys, they don't know the truth, man. They just think they're doing the right thing, and they don't know the truth, And even if they did want to know the truth, they gave, heed to seducing spirits, But this is Acts chapter 8, verse 1. "And Saul was consenting unto his death, and at that time there was a great persecution against the church which was at Jerusalem." Right, this is after the death of Stephen. "And they were all scattered abroad throughout the regions of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles. And devout men carried Stephen to his burial, and made great lamentation over him. As for Saul, which is, Paul, which is Paul's name, before the Lord changed it to Paul, he made havoc of the church, entering into every house, and hailing men and women, committed them to prison." So he persecuted the church, man. He persecuted the church, and because he thought he was doing the Lord's work. He thought it was the right thing to do. He thought he seen blasphemy. When in reality, they were the church was preaching the Son of the Most High. In reality, those prophecies in Isaiah 53rd chapter, 62nd chapter, 42nd chapter actually came to pass. And he was blinded from that until the Lord, woke him up. And this is 1 Corinthians 15:9. It says, "For I am the least of the apostles," right? And we're going to find out why he thinks that am not meet to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of the Most High. So he actually persecuted the church of the Most High, and he felt some type of way about that, man. He felt humbled, to be even called into the grace of Yahweh Shai, with all the evil that he did towards the church, man. And see, it says, "But by the grace of the Most High I am what I am." You see, and his grace which was bestowed upon me was not in vain, but I labored more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of the Most High, which was with me. So he had the zeal. He had so much zeal for the Most High, man. He labored more than any of the apostles. Because he understood that he didn't have any right to be prideful, any right to be um, to take the truth for granted, man. Because he was really supposed to be put to death for his persecution of the men of the Lord, man. But the Lord brought him into his grace. But my point is, though, a lot of these guys, they persecute the church, not knowing that they're not doing the right thing. Just like Paul didn't. He didn't know that he was actually committing evils. That's why when Stephen, before he died, he said, "Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Slaki, that was Yahushua, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Stephen said something, similar, because they understand not. But a lot of you guys, um, and a lot of these guys, they, how do you call it? Another way of persecuting the church, they like to watch our videos. They like to enact tactics on us, just like they did on Yahushua. Try to catch us up in our talk, try to spring traps on us, try to so-called expose us and pictures of our families and our addresses and our phone numbers, and try to find us saying or doing something wicked, man. You know, just so they can have an excuse not to take heed to the words that we're saying. Which is all fleshly, it's all carnal. Because none of it has to do with the message. But just like they did Yahushua, this is Matthew chapter 22, verse 15. Then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk. And they sent unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true, and teachest the way of the Most High in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men. So they try to catch him up in his talk, by being slick, by being snakes, man. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou, is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? And they were trying to trump charges of treason up on Yahushua, man, by him saying, if he would have said no, we don't owe Caesar anything. We don't have to pay tax. We don't have to do this or that. They would have went back to the governor and they would have told Pontius Pilate that Yahushua is a traitor to the state, because he doesn't want to pay taxes. But Yahushua perceived their wickedness. See, he seen right through their tactics, man. He seen through their ploys, just like the apostles and elders of great Millstone, and their fruit see through the wickedness, man. And said, Why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny. And he saith unto them, Whose is this image and superscription? They said unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto the Most High the things that are of the Most High. When they had heard these words, they marveled and left him and went their way. And there's a lot of truth in this statement, man. Render unto Caesar which are Caesar's, which ultimately mean give him that money. It's vanity. It's of the world, But give your faith to Yahushua and not to the state. That's what that meant. But the point was, though, he perceived their wickedness, and he answered accordingly, And that's why these other guys, man, these other camps, they get so pissed off at Great Millstone because we perceive their wickedness and we answer them accordingly. They can't really find any dirt on us, man. They can't, what do you call it? They can't find any guile in our mouths and things like that. All they can do is trump up these false accusations and charges, man, and try to make us look bad, But the Spirit is resting upon us, man, through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, And like any other camp, like the CIA, like different branches of the government, you got guys that sole purpose is to infiltrate and to, be agents for other governments, But in this reality, in the world of Israel, you got guys being agents of Satan, man, agents for other camps, things like that. You're gonna have spies, man. That's just what it is, But the thing is, they're not gonna enter into the kingdom either. For them thinking that they're doing the right thing, they're really not, man. And the poster boy for this scripture is Yakko Wacko, man, Yakanan, man. You know, because he came in the Great Millstone to solely to infiltrate, and to be an agent, man. It just came out, in that IUIC member. Um, I guess it was a woman. I forgot the name of the video, but the IUIC member speaks about the Church of IUIC being the Davidians, and she came out and said, man, that Yakanan was an agent for IUIC, you know, and they're feeding him all this information from YouTube and Facebook and all these other sites, man. And I believe that wholeheartedly because he pulls these pictures and social media sites and old videos and that aren't even on YouTube anymore and that he couldn't have possibly known about, and it's ridiculous, There's no way he could have got that except he was a spy. This is Galatians chapter 2 verse 4. And that brethren, and because of false brethren, which is exactly what Yakanan was, and these other various guys, man, like Yashar Amath, unawares brought in, who came in privily to spy out our liberty, And let's look at this word spy, just to, get a better sense of the scripture.
Strong's G 2684. Kataskapeo.
To inspect, view closely, in order to spy out and plot against, and the guy Yakanan, man, he already said, that he trumps up videos and information and things like that on brothers who he doesn't like, or brothers who who he wants to, and lets it sit for months, man, or weeks at a time until he's ready to bring it out, or until something happens, man. That's something a spy would do. Stores up information to release it to make you look bad. Let's go on here. It says to inspect insidiously. So you have some type of ill intent, man. You're plotting against us. That man is plotting against the men of the Lord, man. And he's going to be put to death for that. Same way all you niggas are, man. All you other camps, you guys are going to be put to death for plotting against the men of the Lord. It says to spy out our liberty, which we have in Yahushua, that they might bring us into bondage, And just like the men of the false brethren of Galatia were bringing the men into bondage of the law, the carnality, of the law. You guys are trying to bring us into bondage, man. You guys are trying to bring us into the bondage of your false way of faith, man. Your false representation of what men of the Lord should be. Ultimately, you're trying to bring us into bondage of the image of the beast, man. Which is the image of this society. That's what you guys are trying to do. It says to whom we gave place by subjection. No, not for an hour, right? Because the spirits of the prophets are subject to the other prophets, man. So we actually, gave place by subjection. No, not for an hour, that the truth of the gospel might continue with you. Right? That was our hope. Our hope is genuine, that the truth of the gospel might continue with you, man. That you might teach and be in, one with Yahushua, one with the brotherhood, But we were betrayed, right? But of those who seemed to be somewhat, whatsoever they were, right? Whatever you are, spy, friend, or foe, makes no difference. It says, it maketh no matter to me, right? It doesn't matter, because the Lord sees everything, The Most High accepteth no man's person, right? So whether you're spies or whatever, man, the Lord is going to seek you out. He's going to find you, And the Spirit is going to let us know about it, For they who seem to be somewhat in conference added nothing to me. Right. You didn't add any word to me. You didn't teach me anything. You didn't scare me. You didn't what you're doing is nothing. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother us, It didn't bother Paul. It doesn't bother the apostles and elders, It doesn't bother their fruit. It's nothing. It's just prophecy. It's what's supposed to happen, So you guys doing all this crap, trying to so-called expose brothers and bring out their occupations and put up pictures of their kids and basically put their families at risk and all of that, man. You're not doing anything special, because it's prophecy. This is what you're supposed to be doing. But guess what, though? You know, we smile at this, because we're blessed, Matthew chapter 5, verse 11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you, right? Hate you and persecute you, right? So we're being persecuted from all sides, man, whether it be by the apologetic Christians, whether it be by the Christian Catholic Church, whether it be by these other Israelite groups, whether it be by these renegade Israelite niggas, man, whether it be the American government or whatever government other brothers are in other countries, we're being persecuted, but that's all right, though. Because like I said, it's prophecy. This is what has to happen. This is what's necessary in order for us to reach the kingdom. And shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, And we're getting all types of false accusations, racked up against us, man. We're money hoarders. All we want is money. We rape children. We're faggots. We don't take care of our families. We hate our children. We hate our wives. We don't have jobs. We're bums. Anything you could think of, man, they've said it to us, man. But guess what? It's for Yahweh Shai's sake, for my sake, Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you, And there are prophets today on this earth, man. The 144,000 has to come from somewhere, And they have to be prophets. They have to be back today in order to be saved, right? And, Lord willing, I believe we are those men, Because just like they persecuted the prophets which were before us, you are persecuting us, man. You are persecuting the apostle elders of great Millstone, Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company. Which all Israelite camps have done, man. Great Millstone is the worst of the Israelite camps. Man, and they all had that Israelite summit, and they, go back and forth with the black consciousness community, and Great Millstone is just thrown out there as the gates to hell. But that's a blessing, though, because to be holy means to be separate, and we're separated from you guys. And when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil. Yep, and we're being seen as evil, man. We rape 9-year-old girls. We hate our women. We hate our wives. We beat on our women. For the Son of Man, for the Son of Man's sake, rejoicing in that day and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. Again, their forefathers killed the prophets. Their forefathers, reproached the prophets, man. We're reproached too. Hey, man, it is what it is. And whether they do it because they know they're doing it maliciously or because they think they're doing the right thing, the point is, the Lord gave them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, man. That they should all be damned who believe not the truth. So really, man, the shoes on our foot, man, and the shoe of righteousness and the shoe of wickedness is on yours, man. And really, you guys are condemned. So all of this that's going on right now, it's just, we're just gonna let it roll off our shoulders, man. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to get judged, man. So this is my last scripture, man, because all you guys claim that you call in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? Yakko Wacko, Yasharala Milwaukee, Shai Try and Refine, Yashar Math, who else? ISUPK, IU, well, not even IUIC, but hey, let's throw them in there too, right? Matthew 7:27. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Man, so all of you guys claim that you're for the Lord, you're doing the work of the Lord, man. Not everybody that says Lord, Lord is going to the kingdom, Because not everybody's doing the work of the Lord. But he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven, man. And the will of the Most High is to teach, to edify, to bring the gospel and the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai out to the masses, Push this truth over the world so the end can come. That's the will of the Lord, man. Not dibbly-dabbling in other men's business and exposing their affairs and shutting down YouTube sites and scoffing and heckling and just doing all types of vanity, man. But doing the will of my Father, which is in heaven, which is to teach, which is to edify, which is to spread the gospel, man. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? Yeah, have we not done the work in your name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Right. So you think you're doing the right thing, man. Y'all think that you're prophesying in the name of the Lord and casting out devils and all this other shit, man. But you're not doing nothing but working iniquity, man. You know? So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostle and elders of the great millstone. Salutation to the brethren on the four corners of the earth that rule well. You know? Shalom.